My brand new Capital One Venture X card has finally arrived. So today let's do an unboxing and first look at this brand new product, and then I'll walk you through the entire setup process to show you how you can get started using what is, in my opinion, the highest value travel credit card that is currently on the market. All right, let's jump right into it. What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So, a few months ago, Capital One launched their Venture X card, which is a premium version of their very popular Venture credit card, and I quickly made a review about that product and alluded to the fact that I was definitely considering getting that product myself. And obviously, I did decide to go ahead and sign up for the Venture X card. So, let's do an unboxing of this envelope that just arrived in the mail from Capital One and take a look at this brand new product. And don't worry, I will talk about some of the features of this product later on in the video, but if you do want an in-depth look at the Venture X card, then I will also leave my link to the full review that I made down in the description below, as well as a link where you can sign up and get your Venture X card today. Alright, so your Venture X card is going to come in this pretty boring FedEx envelope, so nothing special there, and inside is going to be this incredibly thick envelope that obviously has your Venture X card and a ton of paperwork. Now, don't worry, we aren't going to go through all of this because that would be incredibly boring, but if we take out the massive stack of papers, the first one all the way on top is the one that is by far the most important, and that is where your Venture X card is actually going to be. So if we open this up, you can see that we have the Venture X card on the right-hand side here, which we'll take a closer look at in a second, and then at the bottom of this page, you can see it gives us two options for activating this card by either activating it within the Capital One app or activating it via the Capital One website. On the back, we've got some other information on the Capital One app, which we'll definitely want to go ahead and download, but let's move on to some of the other paperwork that comes with your Venture X card. Inside, we've also got this cool pamphlet that basically just gives you a breakdown of all of the different features and benefits that you get with this product, and don't worry, I will be going over these in more detail at the end of the video, but you can pause the video and take a look at either of these pages if you are curious about any of the features that you see. There's also another slip of paper that outlines the reward program terms and conditions, as well as the standard documents that outline the terms of the credit card, the credit limit, the interest rate, and all of that good stuff, and hopefully the interest rate should be completely irrelevant to you. And I will mention, just to give you an idea, that my credit score is in the high 700s, and I was given a credit limit of $10,000 on this card, so that is something to keep in mind because this is not a charge card like the high-end American Express cards. This is going to have a credit limit. However, in my case, it's $10,000, which for me personally is plenty. The last two documents are going to be your Capital One customer agreements. Again, nothing too exciting there. And then your guide to card benefits. And this is just going to go into a lot more detail of everything that this card has to offer, because there are a ton of little benefits that come with these premium credit cards that you usually don't really know you need until you know that you need them. That made no sense, but let's just go with it. So that's everything in terms of the documents that are going to come inside this very thick envelope along with your Venture X card, but now let's take a closer look at the product itself. And to those of you who were already going to comment about this, I fully understand that what a product looks like and the fact that it is made of metal has absolutely nothing to do with the value that that product is going to bring to your financial life. However, this is magnified money, and the magnifying glass also includes how awesome the products look. So I will say my first impression under regular lighting is that the blue is actually a much darker color than it appears to be online in the different pictures that I've seen, but obviously under the studio lights, it does look more like the lighter blue color that you see on the website. It's a really nice matte blue finish with the lasered Venture X text and the Capital One logo in the top right-hand corner, and this does also have tap to pay, which is kind of an expectation at this point, but just something I wanted to point out. I will say that this card does feel pretty heavy and is definitely heavier than my American Express Gold card. However, it does not feel as heavy as the American Express Platinum card, which to my knowledge is still the heaviest premium credit card that is widely available to the public. On the back, obviously, you've got your basic credit card information, as well as the Visa Infinite logo in the bottom right-hand corner of the card, and that is another thing worth pointing out because you do get a ton of additional benefits on top of all of the other benefits that you already get with this card through the Visa Infinite program. Final thoughts on the design of the Venture X card before we get to the more important stuff. I think that it is okay, and it definitely is a sleek and modern design. I personally am more of a fan of something like the American Express Gold card, which is much more flashy and has a really detailed texture that is lasered into the entire card. But again, when it really comes down to it, it really does not matter what a card looks like. It all has to do with what benefits you are going to get. All right, nothing too crazy about the unboxing experience, but in general, I am a huge fan of the matte finish dark blue. So now that we have everything unboxed, let's walk through the entire setup process so that we can start using this card immediately. Oh, we got to do a drop test. All right, I got the bottom of my MacBook here. We got the Venture X card and the microphone. Let's do a drop test. That's good stuff. I can confirm that is good stuff. All right, so what we're going to do is set up our brand new Venture X card. So like I said, there are two ways that you can do this. You can either download the Capital One app on your phone, or you're going to get this email and you can just set it up on your desktop as well. So just for the sake of making it easier for you to see, we're going to set it up on the desktop, but I will show you some screenshots of the app later on in the video. So like I said, you're going to get this email, and this actually came through the day that I received my card in the mail. So here you can see your credit limit, you can see the interest rate of this card, which again, that should be completely irrelevant. But then all the way at the top of the screen, what you actually want to do is click this sign in button. Now, if you already have a Capital One account, you're just going to sign in here and then set up your Venture X card. But in my case, I've never had a Capital One card before, so I'm actually going to create a Capital One account. So obviously to do that, we're going to click Set Up Online Access. And from here, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to fill in the required fields of information. And as you can see, my Venture X card is already showing up here, so we're going to click Manage This Account. And again, we're just going to fill in the information that it asks for. So in this case, we're filling out our username for our Capital One account, and then we'll create a password as well. And now we're just going to click Create User. Now we just verify our email, click This is right. Same thing with our phone number. I'm sure we are all used to this at this point, but you know how two-factor authentication works. And there we go, we've now verified our identity, and it's going to redirect us to the home page for our new Venture X card. And here we go, this is the welcome message for our Venture X home screen, and it's going to ask us to activate our card, go paperless with our statements and documents and all of that good stuff. So now we're going to click Finish Setup. We're just going to input the security code that appears on the back of the Venture X card that we received in the mail, and then click Activate. And for me, I would much prefer just to get my documents paperless and emailed to me, so I'm going to click the Go Paperless option, and then say that I accept the terms and conditions, and then click Save and Continue. Next, it's going to ask if we want to set up automatic payments, and you know me, my suggestion is always to set up automatic payments, not because you're going to be relying on that necessarily, but just in case you forget to pay your account for whatever reason, it is good to have this set up so that you don't get charged any late fees or interest or anything like that. So we're going to select automatic payments and click Continue. Now it's going to ask us to input our banking information, including the routing and account number, so that it can know where to pull the funds from in order to pay off this card's balance. So there we go, I input my banking information, and now I'm just going to click Add. At the top, we're just going to verify that this is where we are pulling the funds from, and for our automatic payments, I want to pay the entire balance. So you can select the minimum payment, which I would not recommend. You can pay a fixed amount, which also doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but I'm going to select the statement balance, which just means that it's going to pay off the entire balance of the statement if I do forget to pay it off manually before the statement arrives. And now we just click Choose this amount and Set Up Autopay. And there we go, autopay is now set up, and we're going to click Continue Account Setup. And now it's just going to ask if we want to add an additional user, which would be like an authorized user. So this could be a spouse or a family member or maybe even a child if you want to give them their own Venture X card that is tied to your account. And there's a number of reasons that you would want to do this, but in my case, I don't want to add any additional users at this time. So I'm going to click I'll do this later. And there we go, we are all set up with our brand new Venture X card, and again, it is going to ask us to download the Capital One app just so we can manage our balance and make those payments on the go, but other than that, we are all set up and are ready to start using our brand new Capital One Venture X card. And really quickly while we're here, I will probably make an entire separate video on the Capital One site and specifically the travel portal, but you can see in the top here we have our balance, which is 0, we have our available credit, which my total available credit is $10,000, and then down here we have the redeem miles option. And this is actually going to take us to the Capital One travel sites and where we actually redeem those points once we do start earning them. So again, I'll probably make an entire separate video just breaking down this portal, but something that I did just want to show you. So there we go. Again, nothing too complicated by any means, and we are now ready to start taking full advantage of the many benefits and rewards that the Venture X card has to offer. Again, definitely check out the full review if you want a more in-depth look, and use that link in the description to sign up for your Venture X card and help support my channel, which which I really appreciate. But at the moment, this card gives you a 100,000 mile sign-up bonus when you spend $10,000 in the first 6 months, a $200 statement credit on vacation rentals for your first year, a $300 statement credit booked through Capital One's travel site, which I'll probably do an entire separate video on, as well as a 10,000 mile anniversary bonus for each year that you renew your account. As far as point multipliers, or mile multipliers in this case, are concerned, you're going to get 10 miles per dollar on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel, 5 miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2 miles on all other purchases. You also get a ton of additional premium travel benefits, including airport lounge access with Priority Pass, a $100 TSA pre-check or global entry credit, and a ton of other things that truly make this a premium travel product in my eyes, yet you get all of that for just $395 per year. Now, I fully recognize that $400 a year sounds insane for a credit card, especially if you are brand new to this premium space. But remember that something like the Chase Sapphire Reserve is $550 per year, and the American Express Platinum Card is $695 per year. And I have made videos comparing the Venture X card to both of those products if you do want a full comparison. But I'll save you the trouble. In my opinion, the Venture X card is just as good and comes in at a much lower price than the two products that I just mentioned. And that is why I decided to go with the Venture X card instead of the American Express Platinum Card or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So, all in all, I am super excited about this new product, and I cannot wait to start using it and see how the Capital One interface is, because this is actually my very first Capital One credit card. I'm sure I'll make update videos documenting that process, but again, if you want a full look at the Venture X card and all that it has to offer, then be sure to check out my full review and use the link in the description below to sign up for your Venture X card, get a sign-up bonus, and help support my channel, which again, I really appreciate a lot. As always, if you did get value out of this content and you want to help support me, the easiest way to do that is actually by checking out some of my favorite financial tools down in the description below, including one offer from the Point Cashback Debit Card that will currently give you $100 when you open your account and make your first purchase, so definitely check that out using the link down below. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future, and of course, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.